Howdy, I'm Grey Pilgrim. Right now, I'm doing a little maintenance on this, I think a 16 gauge cat and ball shotgun that I have. It's a double barrel, see? And if things I've found by looking at where it's soldered between the barrels here, on the top and on the bottom looks to be some writing, but it's so rusted and marred up that it's very difficult to read it. So I'm going to have to do some kind of a conservancy thing on it. And I was just watching a fellow doing an excellent job using a PVC pipe over a boiling kettle, not sticking the barrel down into the boiling kettle, but having the steam run up the pipe around the barrel and converting all of this rust to bluing again. But I did learn one thing interesting. The barrels are soldered together, and then sometimes a cap plate is put over them. And this one has cap plates on both sides, except it's cut off right here. And so there should be one going from this thing to the rest. These little tubes here are for the ramrod. And I happen to have this is not the ramrod that came with it, it's just a piece of, and it sticks right there when it gets to this piece of metal, which somebody might have decided that was a good idea to get rid of that, just to make the ramrod go in a little easier. I'm not sure. But anyway, what I learned is this: take a piece of wire of some kind and find an area where you can actually attach to the to the barrel without obstructing the barrel itself. Then hold it up like this and do this. You hear that ring? That means that the solder between the barrels is solid and correct, and it is working. So that's one good thing. The nipples on this thing, this one works. This one is completely clogged up and rusted over, and it looks like somebody took I don't know what to it, a dull beaver. It looks like. Took the lock plates off. One of them is sitting in the shop right now, soaking in evaporust, because it will not cock correctly. And after looking at this one, I now know how it's supposed to cock. But I'm trying to get the rust out of this interior section, which just looks god-awful on both of these. This is the stock, such that it is. It's it's cracked right here, but it's not too bad. I think a little bit of Acroglass with some sawdust mixed with it would fill that in just perfectly. And in here, it just looks terrible from being dried out and not well looked after. And up here, it looks chewed up. The wood looks just totally chewed up right here and here and here. You know, I don't know. It's going to take a little bit of work to get this into functional condition again, but I'm going to give it a try. Anyway, it's the middle of winter. It's about to turn, it's going to be 28 degrees tonight, or 27. It's going to get start snowing later tonight, and you can't go out to the range. You can't go shooting no how. So time to do a little bit of maintenance on some guns. And this one has been on my to-do list for a while. It's just a pretty little thing, mid 19th century. It's not very fancy. I think this was like some kid's gun, but you know, it's worth the challenge, I think. And in about an hour or two, I'll go out and check that evaporust vat and see what's happened with the other lock plate. And then hit it with a brass brush and see if I can knock off any of the dirt that's still on it. Then I'll have to do the boil it in water. We'll actually clean it off with maybe some acetone or something that gets rid of all the grease, and then boil it in water, and then scrub it again, because that will change any of the red rust on it into bluing again. And then once that's done, reinstall this and see if it, I mean, this did have some kind of engravings on it, but it's long gone. And this trigger is a little loose. Gosh, I'm gonna have to do something about that. You know, this one also needs to be treated. But this one works and the other one doesn't. So this is my model to see how it works, so I can work on the other one. Anyway, wish me luck, and I'll see you later. Happy trails.